Good morning, or good morning. Yeah, that's where my brain is. Good afternoon, good evening, or maybe it is morning for some of you. Morning, Bronx Star. Morning, Will. Morning, Milkman. Chuck, chuck. Now that's weird. The message contained a muted word. I assure you, Hesh Lord, I did not mute Chuck, chuck. Why not do that? How in the world is that muted? I agree. I have no idea. Do they think it? They might think it's code. It's those darn millennials or whatever the new one is. I guess I don't even know what I am. I'm not a millennial. I'm a Gen X, I guess. I don't know. Born in 71. What does that make me? Somebody put it in the chat. I don't know. Well, I hope you all are doing well today, folks. Am I got the right one here? Yes, I do. Okay. Welcome into the show, guys. Thanks so much. Thanks for the early birds. If you haven't been here before, my name's Darth Tuba. I got a YouTube channel, Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show, and if you make a purchase today, you get shouted out on that show. And by the way, my apologies to anyone who's in the show last week because I didn't get that shout out video until this morning. I mean, I got it uploaded this morning because I didn't get it edited until pretty much yesterday. Oh man, thank you, Vintage Toy World. You're great. You are a great seller, and it's good to see you in the show. I might have some of your items in here today. A lot of us, whatnot, vintage sellers actually buy from and sell to each other, back and forth, and they just ping pong back in and out, and that's totally okay. Sometimes we make money off of each other, sometimes we don't, but it's all good. It's all in good fun. We are here to just spread the love of Star Wars and Star Wars collecting. I am super jazzed. In less than a week, I get to go back into the movies to see Star Wars. Guys, I cannot tell you how excited I am. I am not in any way nervous or worried about it. I know that pretty much half the world's going to hate this movie and the other half's going to love it. So what the heck? It doesn't really matter. I'm just happy for it to be back. And if this is the last movie we see, I doubt it'll be the last movie we see. But if it is, so be it. I'm going to have a good time. I've had people that I respect that have seen it and said it's just fun Star Wars. So that's all I'm hoping for. And I'm good. Why don't I give you guys a little scan? I'll go around the room here so you can see the stuff I'll be running today. All right. So let's move ourselves around here. Okay. So these are my accessories I'll be running kind of midway through the show. I do have some, these look like some Transformers. I believe they're all Transformer, I guess, accessories. So I'll run them as a lot just because they came in a whole other collection of stuff. Okay, we'll start on this end. Okay, the washer and dryer are not for sale. These, we got a perfectly good cloud car. Cloud car. It does include a modern Luke, but we also have a one missing the canopies. We got a kind of a beater, some parts for a Death Star, a beater, land speeder, just the vehicle maintenance energizer base, a hookah pipe, one without the pipe itself. We got two. I'll run these together. These are two broken Death Star guns. Could be good for customization. Two sets of these, the little bridge. This is, I believe, a complete. I'll take it out and kind of semi put it together. I'm not going to fully put it together, but you'll just see what all parts are included in it. And there's a base. Okay. And we got a mostly complete ATST. Those of you who are new to the channel, I make these card backs. These are mini card backs that fit in these double wide clamshells. Okay. And you'll see, and then we're gonna run a complete set of Max Rebo band figures, just the set themselves, and we're gonna run each one individually, including one with a almost complete keyboard organ. We got the bass to the Dagobah play set. We got a complete Jabba set. We got another one of those turrets. We got one of the mini rigs, got a complete organ, and we got an Empire catalog. This is the die cast, and look, mostly complete figures in clamshell cases. Okay, the ones that are not in clamshells, those are the ones that I'm going to run loose. So pretty good show tonight, guys. Like pretty good items. All right. Someone was asking me about the magnets. I made those trading card magnets. I unfortunately was not able to get them ready because I just got the blanks today. So I will make them. I will make them for a future show. All right, guys. So most of it, I think, I'm just going to run stuff, right? And because I'm excited about Star Wars, I'm a bit in the theaters again. Okay, I am going to run everything that you see for $1 today. Okay, there's going to be, we are going to run the entire, everything you see on the board is going to run for $1. Okay, 20 seconds, 20-second auctions, 7 seconds thing, 7-second counter bids. This is a complete, if it's in a clamshell, it means it's complete. This is a complete Rebel Hoth Trooper, good paint, a little bit of tan, been out there in the Hoth sun, and we're running. Ooh, I just realized I need my tabs. Hope everyone had a good week. I have been getting over this cough and this cold. I might still have a few moments of hacking up a lung, but hopefully not too much. And I apologize if that does happen. Right here, I'm just getting something out of a package here. We'll be running a modern show on Sunday at 2. Okay. All right. Thank you, Miguel. Okay. We'll take that off there. And okay, we're gonna run this is just a loose biker scout, decent paint. Okay, a little bit of rub on the bottom there. I am starting to include some tri-logo. This is a tri-logo version of the card. Okay, it's a little different. Charlie, Iowa is back. All right. Thank you for that. Good grab on that. Okay, let's move on to this is a complete Tebow. It's got the 3 accessories. The paint comes with the clamshell and the car back. Oh man, thanks. Appreciate for watching it. Dude, can you put in, I don't know if it'll work. Vintage Toy World, can you tell me the name of your channel? Oh no, you said you don't do it on YouTube. That's right. That's what it is. You do it on Instagram. I gotta get on Instagram better. I'm so sorry, man. All right. Thank you, Miguel. Because I want to see your unboxings, particularly you're getting stuff in Europe. We got a nice tri-logo card with a nice no staff. And no, I don't have any staffs for my Royal Guards. Those are a little harder to come by. 20 unboxing. You haven't uploaded them yet. All right, well, you let me know. Shoot me a message when you do, because I want to see them. See if I can get this a little bit lower there. There we go. Awesome. Yeah, you guys are, this is, the community here. Yeah, I got to do, I'm not on TikTok. I guess I should probably do TikTok. I'm a little nervous about doing TikTok, honestly. I'm like, do I want to do this? Awesome. Good. Thank you for that purchase. TK Nichols, welcome back. Okay. We got an AT-AT. Check out the emblems. Check out the, got a tiny bit of butt rub, but not too bad for an AT-AT. It's a, it's a played with figure, guys. I always list my figures in good condition because they generally are, they come from played with collections. So I just want to make sure and we are being completely upfront. Do, 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 do. Oh, still going. They want that clean butt. Julal's in the house and takes it. Ooh, I love your handle. I love your little thumbnail there, Julal. That's cool. All right, we got the pretty good hair. There's a little bit of rub there on the back, but in the front side, for a displayable figure, it looks pretty good. You need a cape. It does need a cape. It does not come with the cape. Hong Kong, okay. And we give you the Tri logo. Like one of the other thing I was when I was putting together the Tri logos, I absolutely love the art. The photo art. Get me a shorter table here. Excellent, Miguel. Excellent grab for that. All right, we got the smiling Lando. Hello, what have we here? Does come with his accessories. The Bespin blaster. Good cape. Comes with the clamshell and the custom car back. Oh man, I'm so glad you love them, Julals. I got to make more. In fact, tomorrow I think we're going to take my afternoon and just throw on some other people's whatnot shows, buy a few things, and make a couple more magnet sets because I had a good time making those. They're fun. Hello, Florida Man. Florida Man and Vintage Toy World, guys, and Ultimate DJ are three of my absolute faves. I don't know if Ultimate DJ is running tonight. If he is, I will be raiding into his show because he's awesome. Florida Man also does awesome shows, as does they do a lot of games. There's a lot of game performances. Okay, let's take a look at this one, guys. Okay, this is a kind of more redhead Leia. Okay, it's the Hong Kong, but you are actually bidding on the ever elusive blue Leia blaster. Yes, he does. In fact, Vintage Storage, I'm thinking about getting more into some game stuff in the summer when I have a little more time, and I might do like a third show per week. This is a good one, guys. And on top of that, you're getting the clamshell and the cool card back. So there's the base. You can see there's the blaster. We are starting this at $1. Yeah, I want to do like a game. My hope is to there's been a few games that I've been liking. I think Florida Man just did one the other night. Kind of a, you're bidding on a pick. Like it's like bidding on the wheel, but you're bidding on he had a bunch of Garbage Pail Kids. I need to acquire some some cards that I can do that with. And then he actually was using my clamshell mini card backs hey, Colt, first purchase. Good first purchase, man. Congratulations on that. Pretty good deal, actually, I think, for that. You probably got the figure for free on that one. All right, we got a nice Weequay. good arms, good paint. Comes with his vibro axe, and it comes with the tri-logo version of the card. Thank you, Colt. I do appreciate it. Yeah, so I was my hope is to try to set up like some type of a game like that, but I gotta kind of I gotta watch more games and just kind of figure out how to do it, because it looks like you have to kind of set things up ahead. There's a lot of pre-planning, which is fine. I don't mind that. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. Thank you, Julmar87. All right, guys, let's take a look at this one. We got an R5D4, fairly tight. Clicks. There's a good look at the sticker front. Now there's a little tear there. Oh, a pretty big tear there. All right, so just be, bid accordingly. But I did throw in a second. You got two card backs here. You got a Star Wars and an Empire version, which I'll put in on the same clamshell. This particular clamshell box cracked open, but it does still seal. So this is a great front display figure. Or if you want to put something in your sandcrawler. Sunday, 8 or 9. Sounds good. Florida Man may be trying to do another one of those shows. That was a lot of fun, In fact, if you don't mind, I may end up I don't know what I may end up using the all the Garbage Pail Kids cards that I won from you from all of my attempts. All right, good grab on that. Thank you, Chris 947. All right, guys, let's work on. How about this one? We got a Bespin Guard. Now, I've had a harder time getting the second Guard, the second version of Guard. Okay. So I do appreciate the real gold trim. It's real easy to see. It does come with the correct thing, and it's card back. So you're bidding on a really great figure. This is a little harder to come by. Not ultra rare or anything, but it's just harder to come by than the first version. All right. Maybe what I will do now. Get a few more figures here, and then what do you say we maybe throw an accessory or two? All right, Joel, thank you for that. Good grab. All right, we got this will forever be Zuckus to me. Thank you, Kenner, for making that mistake, and now I'm forever scarred. Does include the blaster. Guys, all original accessories. If for whatever reason something doesn't appear right, whether the accessory is not original or damaged or something, and I haven't disclosed that, just let me know. I will absolutely make it right. I will send you a refund, or I will send you a replacement. All right, Colt. Got another. That was another good one. All right, we got a 3PO. Let's take a look at his limbs. Hang on a second. Oh! Whoa. I just had a figure go flying, guys. Hang on a second. All right, I'll fix that in a second. All right, this is... All right, so there's a little bit of loose limbed on this, like just a bit. Okay, not doing the full out this. See, so he does have some... Now this, of course, is a loose limb, so that's kind of normal. It's kind of got the brighter paint. And then it comes with a fully intact thing. Okay. Hey, thanks for the follow there, Rogue 1974. It's on right now. All right, let's run this one for $1, and then I got to go find the figure that just went flying. Uh-oh. Oh boy. There's the figure. Uh-oh. Oh, no, good. Whoever just purchased Zuckus, I thought I lost your. I thought your accessory went flying, but it's all good. Excellent, Florida Man. Check out Florida Man shows. He's amazing. He's fun. He's worthy of like binge watching for hours at a time. We haven't check out the face, guys. You may start your landing. We've got a cool. It comes with the best in blaster. This is number 17. Oh yeah, guys, and then when we get to 14. When we get to about 25, I'll run a giveaway. Vintage Toy World. You got it. Excellent. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's go with a 2-1B, and this does include the elusive staff that he uses to conduct his medical ensemble, his baton. Yeah, 14, that's 15. Good grab on that one. Thank you, Florida Man. Okay, let's do this. I'm just going to get through this row here. Okay, we got all right, I want to show you a little thing about Nanum, okay, is the back. This is very much always... Oh, no. Okay, you should just do what you got to do, Vintage. Take your time. All right. Okay, so this is the thing on this figure that tends to get a little bit more scuffed up, and it's just nice and clean. And it comes with the. Get a good close up of this. The more, yeah. Sometimes I'm just going to show you it inside the clamshell, guys. But when it's a little bit more of a rare accessory, I like to give you a better close up of it. Your payment just succeeded, Vintage Toy World. Thank you for checking on that. I know, same things happen to me. It's just a weird thing sometimes that the banks have with it, but that's okay. I'll deal with it. Okay. Vintage Toy World. Which one was it that which character? Just say it again to give to Jules. Julal. Just if you can tell me, add that command. Wait, is that is that is that Florida Man saying that? Okay, I think you're right about that. Yeah. Julal. Okay, got that note there. Good. Phew. And Colt, another good grab. Thank you. All right, so guys, I don't have. This is my only. Oh no, I have two last 17. This is one. We have an Anakin. Okay. Pretty good. Slightly loose arm there. Okay. But this is a last 17 figure, guys. I will start it at $1, trusting that it will not go for $1. $27. Okay, that's better than, I think it went for like $17 last week. So thank you, Brock Star. All right, guys. Let's see. Why don't we run a few accessories? All right, we'll start with a nice Chewbacca bowcaster. Hold on. 17. Why am I seeing 17? Oh. Start. Oh. Hold on. Fight in Vegas, welcome back. And that is yours. Thank you for that purchase. I'm actually going to leave these over here. All right, now, here's something interesting. All right. We got a just standard Bespin blaster, okay? Nothing too special about it, right? But I'm gonna give it to a kind of a beat up Han here. Let's see if I can get him in there. There we go. All right. And on top of that, I'm going to throw in, whoops. Hey, get up there. This is a broken Bespin blaster. It's got like a, actually, now I'm thinking about it, you know what? This one has a little scratch on it too, guys. Just a heads up. It's got a little bit of that wear right there. All right. So it is kind of a semi beater. This one is a definite beater. It's missing its back end here. Okay. So, but I'll run all three of those together with a clamshell. Mini card back. Why? It's 17. That's weird. Boost or 4LOM? I have a 4LOM. I have some 4LOM accessories. I have a Bausch. And I will be running all of them shortly. I'll get them in the queue here. Yes. Well, sort of. I've got some. I've got a beater. I got some Death Star Space Station parts. This is number 19. Okay. Very good. I'm going to put all of this in a bigger bag. I'm going to put all this in the bag just because they're accessories and I'm afraid of them getting lost if I don't have them in the clamshell. So they all go in there. What's that? Why is 17? Just a minute here, guys. I'm going to try. You know what? I'm going to let that go for now. All right. Sorry, guys. I had a technical thing I was working out there. All right. Let's move on. Let's do one of these. It's a blue-black. Take a good look. You like to hear it? You mean you like to hear me? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. 19, 20. There it is. There it is. All right. Beautiful. I get a little more nervous when I'm doing accessories just because I want to make sure that Duchesne is in for a buck. Wow, good grab for that. Florida man. All right. Let's go with a. All right. Let me do some. Let me do this, guys. I'm going to flip back and forth here. All right. So somebody asking specifically about a Bausch figure. Let's take a look at this because of the accessories. You got your weapon. There is a little bit of, I don't recall if this is supposed to be red on the end. I think it may be, but I'm not sure. I don't remember that, honestly. So, look at my original. We got a good helmet. Just a little bit of scuff on the corner there. Good figure. Good hair. And what's the thing you're supposed to do? You're supposed to put the helmet on the back. Is that what it is? Something like that. Is that? I guess that's the thing. Okay. And you get the clamshell and the mini car back with that. So. This is number 21. We're at 4 away. I sing Hail. I do not have any Black Series today. We'll be running some Modern on Sunday at 2 p.m. I do not know if I have any Black Series left. I may. But be running a lot of Power of the Force on, and I think a few other ones. Yeah, guys, that's a good bid, man. Getting 2 accessories with the figure, so. Thank you, JDSL and SLE. And that's your first purchase. Make sure you check out my channel. I'll give you guys a shout out. All right, how about this, guys? We got an Obi-Wan Kenobi cloak. Pretty clean. Okay, tiny bit of marking there, but makes the zippy sound. Okay. Starting at $1. Hey, Joel. Good grab on that. That goes over here. Let's do, how about, and you unlocked silver Yavin base. Make sure you check the crown for some coupons. Got the nice toolkit for the Ugnaught. Thank you, by the way, for Tom and for the raid. I appreciate it. I missed it. I was looking the other way when it happened. And I hope you guys are enjoying the show. And again, you can check out. You can always get it kind of, for the most part, you can get an advanced look at what I'm going to be selling because I do unboxings on my show. Thank you, Chris. All right. Someone was asking about a 4LOM. 4LOM. I know he has his blaster. Where is it? There it is. Okay, right there at the bottom. Nice clean figure. He's a little, just to get a better look at him from the front and back. Nice and clean. Oh, thank you for sharing the link. That's awesome. And you get the card back. Nope. There it is. 24. Forloman. Sounds like Florida man. Forloman. Florida man. I'm sure Florida man is much better looking than this dude over here. Of course, he's not actual Florida man, right? And Florida man won the auction. He took my compliment. He spent money on. Thank you for that, Burgess. Mr. Florida man. All right. How about a nice? There could be only one. This is the Admiral Akbar. You can see here the Death Star. orbiting the forest moon of Endor. Favorite character growing up. Star Wars Daddy in the house. Just watched your unboxing, Star Wars Daddy, of all your collection. You collect there are 6 different unboxing things. Good grab on that. I know you need some. I was hoping you'd been on that. Any other? Let me know if there's any other. I thought you were asking about a bib for. You mentioned something about a bib Fortuna. I don't remember if you have enough bib Fortuna staffs and you're looking for the figures, or if you need the figures and you're looking for the staffs. But I'll run it anyway. Oh, and while I'm doing this, guys, let's get our first giveaway going here. And today's giveaway, we're going to start with this will be our giveaway, guys, for today. This is going to be our skiff, Klaatu skiff. Hey, Chris, good grab on that one. That's number 26. All right. Let's do a Bib Fortuna cloak. Okay. Oh, that. Okay, Star Wars Daddy. Good to know. I'll see. I don't know. I don't think I have any. Do I have any figures running today? I don't think I do. I don't think I have any more Bib Fortunas on. I just had the staff and the cloak. Oh, do I have anything in here? No. Yeah. I was gonna say, man, Florida man gonna get that for even $3, man. Woo! That's a steal. Imperial TIE Fighter. Wookster, are you referring to? Thank you for that. Are you? All right. Let's get that giveaway going. Are you referring to the pilot or the the actual vehicle? Vehicle I do not have, and pilot. I'm looking on the table today, and I do not see it. Sorry, I will not be running one of those today. All right. Let's get this first winner. For this, we have Fight Vegas. All right, you get a nice little army build. Oops, that's a giveaway. What am I doing? What am I doing? Give one. Thank you for that. Thank you for always checking in and following. All right, what do you say we run? How about this? We got a Max Rebo. This is the fully functioning in that all the keys are present. Any vintage? Are you referring to like the vintage collection, or are you referring? This is for this is Volt 6, the vintage collection, or just this whole show is vintage? Get some figures going here. Say we do that. All right, good grab on that. Thank you for that. Okay, let's open this baby up. We got a clean Hong Kong, good paint. This one probably came from Star Wars Daddy, and it is including his rifle. And I put him in a tri-logo card, just to kind of mix things up a bit. So that is a very solid, good, strong figure there. Strong. I guess he's strong. Number 29, right? Yeah, there we go. Hey, Chris. Good grab on that. Thank you. All right. We got a nice skirted Klaatu. Good face, good paint, good feet, good boots. Comes with the accessory. Nice complete figure. Put them in your sail barge or in your ranker pit. Ranker pit. Florida Man gets it. Good grab on that one. Okay, guys. This is gonna be this could be the last IG88 I run complete. Okay, good figure. Not much of the bent leg like normal. Okay, like it normally happens. Okay, comes with 2 accessories. Okay, but I ask you, think about how much you pay for each of those accessories separately, and then the figure separately, and bid accordingly. If you get it for a steal, that's all right. That's good. Good for you. But it might mean that the next time I run this, I'll be running an IG88 with the blaster, with one blaster and the other blaster. By the way, the top winner gets a smaller version of the Darth Tuba's Chewbacca of the Week, made so beautifully by Star Wars Daddy. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing job. There's a slightly smaller version that you don't get. In fact, I'll get one out now so you can see it. See that. It looks like this. Same idea. All right, not too bad. Thank you, Florida Man. And it goes to Florida Man. It makes it okay. And it makes it all okay. All right. How about, let's do this. All right. So people new to the channel, you saw those clamshells, right? You saw clamshells like this, which I'm going to run. I'll run this in a minute. Okay. But these are like those double wide clamshells, and you see the card backs. I make these myself. These are an entire set of them for Star Wars. All the figures that are included in the Star Wars release, first and second run. Okay. So 21 of them. And they include the backs. Okay. But the backs are more just for fun. I mean, it's really, the accuracy comes from the front. And we'll run these starting at $1 because there seems to be an interest in those. So yeah, and I always say people to thank you so much for bidding up, guys. I appreciate it. These items, there is a cost to make them, which it's reasonable. It's not too bad. But thank you, Traxxas. It's awesome. But I will say that it does help offset, and this is what allows me to sell figures for dollar stars and accept lower bids and stuff. It helps with that. So thank you for that. Okay, so I just brought out R2D2. Let's get him out here. This is a 1977 or 78. Okay, let's get the exact year, right? Shall we? Man, my eyes just suck, man. Hong Kong, 1977. Okay, and it does. Let's see, Does have the click. Okay. There's the front sticker. Here's the back sticker. Starting at a buck. Starting at a buck. Where is Tony Lee? It's like, I have run a droid. Tony Lee should be like, I sense someone is running a droid on Whatnot. I sense it. A great disturbance. I would love to see Tony Lee's collection. He must have like a whole wall of droids. Colt, thank you for that. Well, you've picked up a few items today. You may be in for the Chewbacca of the week. All right, we got an Army Builder trooper here. He's got some loose limbs here on the legs. I know, right? A beacon should be going out, a droid beacon. And here's another one. This one's a little bit better, but a little bit of scuffness there. And just the kind of ones you want to put in your display as display Army Builder. All right, this is number 34. Gather up some more small bags here. Excellent grab. Put these in the bag for you. Make sure I don't lose track of them. Thank you, Cleve. All right, gang. How we doing? We're about 15 away from the next givey. All right. Excellent. Let me say we run there's a tri-logo Yoda. Okay. Let's get a good look at him. Slightly darker green. Okay, there's the Hong Kong. Dollar Yoda. JDSLE. Thank you for that purchase. All right, so I don't know if there's any interest in this. These are things that I kind of find along my travels, and I just kind of say, all right, well, we'll see if there's any interest. A couple of Death Star PlayStation pieces. Just one of these. This is the base that goes on either side of. There's one of these that goes on either side of the trash compactor, along with one. These two are intact. This one's broken on one end. So I don't know if there's anybody. Does anybody know what? Oh. When's the garage sale? Okay. Any ships? Okay, I got a Cloud Car, an ATST, a beater land speeder, and I got the Land of the Jawas playset, which I'll run a little later. When is the yard sale? All right, let's run. Let me get these going here. This is number 36 for $1. Somebody might want them. Start building up your Death Star collections. The yard sale will be the very last weekend in June. That's when I typically do it. I'm not sure. I think it's the 26th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Whatever that. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, I will tell you, for those that don't know, I do a yard sale every year. And it's a Star Wars sale. It's in my garage, so it's rain or shine. Thank you, Cleve. I will say that, I still have quite a bit of product to put out there. Okay? You know what? Why don't I run one vehicle? We'll start with the. This is the incomplete cloud car. Okay, this is the cloud car that is missing its canopies, as they mostly are. Okay, but the landing gear stays up usually. There we go. All right. So I'll tell you what. I should say the landing gear stays up. It does have a little bit of it. But I think what I will do, I don't have a cloud car pilot to put in here. Do I have a figure I can put in here? Do I have a cloud car? I don't have anything. Ugh, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared for this. So you know what I'll do? What am I going to do? I'm going to do this. I'll put a Luke in here. All right. It's not a bad Luke. Okay, not a beater, but cloud car starting at $1. Now I am going to change this guys to a different size for the weight. I'll still start it at $1 now. Yeah, so I do not have a Falcon ramp. Sorry, no Falcon ramp with the tab. Yeah, but I do that every year, and I do have a lot of stuff to go out there. I do have some big Falcon, partially complete to put out there. A couple of other bigger items. Yeah, man, $4, $4 cloud car. Can't go wrong. All right. Back to some figures here. We got a pretty decent hammerhead with the correct blaster. Pew pew. Get him a little closer here. Back to small. 37. Black side latch for Star Destroyer. Not as of yet, but I may be picking one of those up in the very near future. No promises. How are we doing here? About 12 away from the next giveaway. Excellent. Thank you, Florida Man. Florida Man's, getting some items today. All right, what do we do? Another accessory here. How about a Bosk blaster rifle for your bounty hunter? But it's interesting how some, I guess it's just because they make more of them, but it's just always fascinated me how some accessories are highly sought after, like one-offs, like the black Leia blaster. Yet this one is not. I guess it's because more people like Leia than Bosk. I guess that's part of it, or maybe the rarity of it. I don't know. Just wonder what drives the market. Do with the pews. Do. I mean, the Bosk rifle isn't, size. Years ago, I'm confused. 3 3/4 inch. I'm not sure if there is any interest in this, but I do have one. This came in a lot of items here. I do have one Falcon strut. I do believe it is vintage. I do not have two. I'm not running them separate. I only have one. But it's, it's an accessory. I know the newer ones I think were black, right? The modern ones were black. Oh, his daddy gets it. Oh, but Panther wants it. Oh! Panther gets it. Thank you, Panther. Okay, we got I believe a prune face. No canopies today. And Darth Harvey, I do have freeze frame. I I do not. I'm running a modern show on Sunday. So I don't have them kind of out. I mean, if you hang out, if you remind me again once we get to around around 100 items, you can check with me again. And if you want, if by then I'll be running out. If you want, I can see if I'm running. Grab one and run it, but I just can't do it this second. But I will be running a modern show on Sunday. Yeah, I typically separate, guys. I run. I know, like 2 weeks ago, I ran both, but I typically run modern separate from vintage and vintage separate from modern, just because it tends to have more people interested in one than the other. But there may be a week coming up that I only have one show, and if that happens, I may end up doing it with another one. Thank you, Panther. I want to run. I think next week. I think I'm going to run a Friday and a Sunday show. I got my tickets to see Mando on Thursday night. All right. So Death Star droids are weird, right? Because they're the droids, so they have the whole loose limb thing, and this one's kind of partially there. This one's pretty tight. This one's loose, but they do, it does stand on his own. He's not majorly loose. Okay. Of course, he's making me a liar, but not because of the limbs, but because of the table. And this arm is, there, and this arm is there, so it's got some limb and it's got some paint. I think it's a decent figure, and it, so I'll run it for $1. Yeah, so I think next week I'm going to do I'll do a modern on Sunday. I'll do a vintage on Friday, which is, and then I'll do another modern on Sunday, but I might call it my Mando show. Like I might do like some Mando themed, try to run a bunch of Mando stuff that I have. Not that I have that much, but I have some. How are we doing here? We're 8 away. 8 away. Okay. I'm the next kitty. All right. Thank you for that. Okay. How about a Squidward squid head? Comes with his correct blaster. Comes with the skirt. Comes with the belt. Comes with the cape. You get a figure with 1, 2, 3, 4 accessories. I do not sell graded. Well, I should say I rarely sell graded figures because I don't have any. However, we'll see in the future. We'll see. I'm open to a lot of stuff. I did send 3 personal collection items to get graded, and I've always been in the market to try to, there've been some auctions where they've had Vintage Collection Mall or Grand Inquisitor. Again, I'm only running Vintage tonight. Guys, I will be running a modern show at 2:00 Eastern on Sunday. So, thank you, Florida. Right? So, you can check back with me on that. All right. I always like to run these in pairs. I do have an ATSD and a complete cloud car. Death Star droid with good paint. You know what? Let me do this. Let me get. Well, not this one. This is gonna work. This one will go quick. But let me see if I can grab another. I think I do have a good Death Star droid. So give me 1 second. Well, I have another Death Star droid. I'm not gonna say it's the best paint. All right, but I'll run it for those who might want it. Okay, I think it's got slightly better paint around the shoulders and eyes than the one I just ran, but then it's got some scuffs kind of in the chest. I'll show you in a minute. You can judge for yourself. Okay. Now, first thing I'll point out is limbs. This is definitely one leg is loose, but the other one's much tighter. So it's better limbs, and it's not too bad. I think it might have just been a reflect. Oh yeah, right here. No, there it is. You can see there's some scuff right up above the groin. So I'll run it again at your leisure. That's my last Death Star droid. So I have to get in them. I'm in the market. I'm in the market for some more droids. I understand. I definitely understand. It's a tough one, man. To find that droid with the better paint and good limbs. The dreaded too. I mean, 3PO is a little easier because it's just a coat of paint. All right, that was a great grab. All right. Okay, how about this, guys? We got a loose Luke Skywalker. This is just a plain Luke. Okay, this is Hong Kong, right? But overall not too bad. A little discolor on the chest, but pretty good. Number 45. Ah. Okay, sorry. Last carded Death Star droid was one you saw was around 600. Yikes! Man, thanks for the follows. This is awesome. Yikes! That's insane. Hey, Star Wars Daddy, I might have to email CAS. I have not heard back from them. So I'm gonna probably give them an email sometime this week. All right, thank you for that purchase. Panther. Okay. How about a snake? I put in I believe a Taiwan Boba Fett, the Luke Skywalker DT, and maybe a Yoda, brown snake Yoda to get graded. They were at a Toy Con up here in Jersey, so I brought some items to get them, to save a little bit on shipping them down. So I have not heard back from them yet. It's been a few weeks, so I'm like, I know. I mean, I have all the paperwork, but I'm just like, it's my first time doing it. I'm nervous. Do I have an account set up with them? I think I do. So I know that I thought I had set it up, but I'll double check. I'll check this weekend. I know I'm not mad at them or anything. I think it's more about me. It's more about me, like chasing after it just to make sure that everything is going all right. It's my first time doing it. I hand it to the guy at the place at the show. So yeah, someone wanted me to have like. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Thank you, Cleve. All right. Yeah, my first time doing that. I gotta get on that. I was just crazy busy every other time around that. All right, how about a Chewbacca, folks? We got a very nice. Okay, this is Hong Kong, right? And it comes with the correct bowcaster and the clamshell case and the card back. Oh, okay. Makes sense. I know you mentioned that. You mentioned that there's a long turnaround all the way around. So I figured that was part of it, but I will make sure that I'm logged in there. Man, sometimes these clock ticks down. I'm like, am I selling a complete Chewbacca with a bowcaster and a clamshell case and a mini card back for $4? Things. Uh-oh. Is it Panther? Hang on. Thank you for catching that. Oh, you're right. It is. I've just replaced it. Okay, guys. So JDSLE, I'm replacing the Bowcaster with one that is not broken. Thank you for catching that. So I apologize for that. It is now here. The broken one is here. The fixed one, which has the correct little tip on there, is here. So thank you, Panther, for pointing that out. Narrowly avoided an issue there. Okay. Let's do, we got a 4LOM/Zuckus Blaster. 2 away from another giveaway. So why don't I get that? Whoops. Why don't I get that running? Today's giveaway. Oh, very good. Hey, all right. Good grab on that. Star Wars Daddy. Today's giveaway, next giveaway will be for a decent stormtrooper. Well, got some paint rub on it, but a good army build. Whoops, I'll just kind of sit him here. A good army builder stormtrooper for Gibby number 2. How about a 4LOM Zuckus cloak? Good, clean. It does have the imprint from the from the chest piece, but once you put it with a chest piece, you should be okay. Star Wars Daddy might get that for $1. I don't mind if Star Wars Daddy gets it for $1, but yeah. Sheesh. Oh, thank you for joining through a shared link. Awesome. Appreciate the share. All right, Joel Mark, not too bad. Thank you for that purchase. All right, guys. Let's get a good look here. I don't believe there's any letters on this, but it does have the tip. It does float. Yes, it was. That was too close. Okay, and while this is running, why don't we draw the winner? There we go. The winner for the second giveaway, Stormtrooper. Outlasters. Okay, Outlasters, thank you for following. Enjoy your giveaway wing here. Number 2. Fighting Vegas. Good grab. Okay. There. You're welcome, Hauser. Okay. Here's another set of these are another set of Empire. This is the Empire Strikes Back card backs, which include all of these, and I was able to get the Star Wars repacks made up this week. So there's the Star Wars repack ones and the Empire Strikes Back ones. All the ones that were released on the ESB logo. Doing good, guys. We're about halfway. A little more than halfway. I got a few more items here. Outlasters. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that purchase. All right. And it was your first purchase, I think. Make sure you check out my YouTube channel, Darth Tuba Stars Unboxing Show. I will have a I'll give everybody who made a purchase today a shout out. And the person who is the top spender will receive a special Tubaka of the Week trophy. And if you are a second, well, I don't know about today. My daughter has created a second for those that win, like a magnet, a Tubaka magnet for those who win the second time. So it's the blue black. Pew pew, Imperial. All right, Traxxas, thank you for that. All right, let's switch it up here again. Let's run these. Not sure if there's an interest in a. This is the hookah pipe for the Jabba's playset. Remember, they came out with a whole bunch of these after the fact. All right, Jamar. Okay, another. This is kind of a junk piece, guys. Full disclosure. Again, came from a junk lot, and some of the pieces were broken, but I'll run it just in case there's an interest. This is a Death Star gun. It's got the part in the bottom, the right, but it's a little loose, and it's also missing its tip in the front. So, but I don't know if there's an interest in using it for customization. And again, starting at $1. So. Okay. Thank you for starting the bit. How am I doing here? Okay, cool. Oh, isn't it? Isn't that gorgeous? I'm with you, man. Cross the stars. Remember, I had a girl in my band or my orchestra. Thank you, Fighting Vegas, who was a harpist, and we don't get harpists too often, in the school. And and it was just right after the show came out. I actually got the music for her to play it. I was so because I gotta have a harpist. If I'm gonna have a harpist, I gotta play this piece. Click going up and down. No, I don't believe it did. Fighting Vegas. It was just kind of out of. No, it does not click going up and down. It's just kind of, as I said, it's kind of a junk piece. But I'll demonstrate this again. See, it did not click. I think it was just that the piece itself was just kind of coming loose. And I have another one here that the same exact thing. It does not click. It clicked. It clicks when you lock it in to the Death Star itself. All right, let's run this one. Number 55. Gotta give Kevin Kiner a lot of credit, man. He picked up the Star Wars music mantle and ran with it and did a cool, gave us a lot of John Williams quotes, but then, it did made a lot of stuff his own, which is cool. This is the Bad Batch, for those who don't know. Great show, by the way, if you've never watched the animation. Thank you for that, Julmar. All right, guys. As Star Wars Daddy likes to point out, he's actually a good guy. All this time, he didn't know he was a good guy. The only reason I knew is that I remember seeing the scene where he and where Lando and Han say goodbye, and when Lando says good luck, and he says you too, and he walks on board the shuttle, you see this really really big hooded guy. I'm like, that can't be Luke, but it is in fact Pruneface, and it does come with the elusive Pruneface blaster rifle. But he is a good guy, and there's actually several of them in the scene with Mon Mothma. I don't know if you can see them, but in the picture you can see them. He's got a name, like Orrick or something. Orrick. So I'm hoping, Florida Man, if you're still on, I'm not running any. Hey, all right, Star Wars Daddy, because he's a good guy. He gets him. I'm hoping Florida Man that I can get a. I'm hoping that I can get another sideshow figure out for you. I don't have one this week. Okay, but I have to get. It's a little bit of a chore now. I got to break it. Move everything out of my display case and kind of push it back so I can go to the back and retrieve it. So, okay, double blast, blue blaster. The plastic protectors, they're like about 2.5 by 4.5, something like that. They're kind of like, they're basically for 3 3/4 inches. Basically just two main sizes. There's the kind of single wide and double wide. Okay, they're the most common. You can get them on Amazon, but I get them at Collector's Warehouse. I think your best deals are at Collector's Warehouse. They run about 75 cents to 50 cents, depending on how many you buy. All right, start with Daddy. Thank you for that. And why don't we run 2 Vibro Blades? We'll run them together. 2 Vibro Blades for $1 start. This one, the Throne Room March, I always play this for graduation every year. Thanks, man. Thanks, Florida Man. In fact, my principal stopped me a couple of weeks ago, and he's like, "I hear you're retiring." Not yet. I said, "I'm not retiring until next year." He's like, "Well, still, you're retiring. It might be before me." And I just want to make sure that I have a really important thing. I got to make sure that when you retire, that whoever takes your place does the Throne Room March for graduation. We do not want that to go away when you go away. I said, "Well, my colleagues are all Star Wars fans too, so I'm sure that'll be in there." Thank you, Decompose. All right, how about a Klaatu skiff with the accessory and the clamshell and the card back? Let's go, people! Getting a figure and an accessory. Thank you for that. All right, so we have a piece from the Imperial attack base. We have the breakaway cavern. These are both pieces. They are the correct pieces that fit together. All right, so that's from the Imperial attack base. Florida Man. All right, took that last one. Mike Lilly. I get it. Oh. Yeah, $3, man. Good grab on that. Oh, that was number 60. Oh, shoot. Did I skip 59? That was number 60. Oh, no, that was 60. Make sure I get my numbers mixed up here. All right. This is a Bestman Guard first version. That's about the best. It's so hard to get the gold trim. That's about the best gold trim of one I have. It does come with this. Where is it? The blaster is right there. Number 61. There we go. I never get tired of listening to this. $11 Bestman figure. Pretty good. All right. Do have a pretty clean. Looking on the table, guys. This might be, aside from the Max Rebo figures, this might be one of my last loose figures. Okay, a little bit of paint there on the butt and slight discoloration. Right, but it's a great army builder figure, and we're starting for $1, guys. $1. $1. Can't go wrong. Thank you, Panther. All right, continue on here. What about a nice Bespin Han? Really good paint, really great hair. Comes with the blaster and the Tri-Logo clamshell. The Tri-Logo one, a little newer item I put in. I need big Vader figures. No, sorry, no big figures at all today. No 12-inch or 14-inch figures. Keep it. I'm always in the market. I'm always looking, but they're not easy to come by. Yeah, that's a land. Like, look at that Han Solo, guys. Check it out. Look at that hair. Look at the one I sold earlier, and then look at this one. It's like perfect. Crazy. Good grab, Winter Greens. Good grab. All right. We got a Mr. Pigman, Mr. Ugnaught. He's smiling. I think he's smiling because he does include his apron, and he does include his toolkit. He is ready, man. He is ready. He's got a Return of the Jedi clamshell. He is. You are bidding on a figure with 2 accessories. Remember that. Please remember that. Checking out one thing. Okay. All right. Thank you, Florida man. Good grab. All right. All right, we got another cape here, guys. This is a Tusken Raider cape. It's got a little bit of a tear, okay, and it's got a little bit of a mark on the outside. Okay, try cleaning it, but it's a little bit elusive. So that's what you're bidding on. But again, we're starting it for $1 dollarini for a Tusken Raider cape. Good grab, Chris. Oop, that's not the one I want. This one. All right. Excellent. Okay. Another cape. This is a zippy Lando cape. Better arm. Look at that. Really good one there. Hold on, guys. Fortunately, check it. There it goes. Nope, does not want to start. Okay, we'll go. Start. There it is. Okay. 66 did not want to start for some reason. It's old as 66. That's why. Thank you, Chris. All right. So what do you say? Let's see what else. Oh, I got a few more big ticket, well, medium ticket items here, guys. I can run. All right, Jumar. Thank you. All right, let's talk about this one. All right, we got our Dagobah. This is a Dagobah. Back up a bit here. This is the base. Now, full disclosure, it's got one of these. It's missing the other. Okay, missing the other part. It does have this. Okay, missing the foam, of course. Okay, and it's got the, the tree. Okay, but we are starting this while the shipping is going to be a little bit more because of the weight. We'll start this at $1. It's also missing that piece there too. Just a good. It's a good diorama set, or just start your journey on completing it. $8, man, Mike. Good grab on that. All right. All right, guys. Back to some figs and accessories here. We got a complete Chief Chirpa. Comes with the staff, the hood, clamshell, and card back. Oh no, we don't want that one. We want to start with that one. Yeah, that's the one we want. There you go, Mike. Right? You start with the base. I will tell you I believe, I don't know if Star Wars Daddy still has. I know that reproductions are sometimes frowned upon, but most of the parts I think are easily accessible or fairly easily accessible to that, except of course the foam, because the foam deteriorates. But you can get reproduction foam, and I do believe that the little cylinder that you can put R2 in to levitate R2 is much harder to come by than there's two little boxes they come with it, and there's that little branch stick thing that you can rotate, look around. Florida man, yeah, that is the going price for a complete Chief Chirpa, is around $12. Interestingly enough. All right, how about a Zuckuss /Valhalla chess piece here? Okay, some good. It's not broken. It's got the good thing there. Yeah, that's what I knew. Star Wars. Star Wars. Do you still have any reproductions of those? The cylinder. Do you still do you still have them available on eBay? I forget if those were something that I know you have found a bunch of those. But yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, you don't have to get them for me. I was gonna. Somebody bought it for $1. All right, good to know. Well, let's remember 68. That was like one of the only things to sell for $1 today. Was 4LOM decompose. Good grab on that. All right. Let's see if anybody wants to try the other piece that usually sells for pretty cheap, and that is the Bib Fortuna piece, chess piece. It is complete. It does have all of its belts. Whoops, there it is. Pieces, and the loop is not broken. Decompose. Good grab on those 2 accessories for $1 and $3. Excellent. All right, guys. Why don't we do? All right, this is a different one, guys. Okay, these are not Star Wars. Okay, these came again in a lot of items. But if there's any interest, or if you know anybody who has any interest, these are 4. I believe these are all Transformer. I looked them up, and I believe they are all like 1984 Transformer accessories. One left on eBay for $12. So, Mike Lilly, if you heard that, if you want a reproduction R2 cylinder, if it's just for your own personal collection, you can go to the Star Wars Daddy website or on the Bay, on the place on that other site, and you can. We don't have an interest in this, and that's okay. All right, not a problem. Just thought I would check. All right, how about these? How about, speaking of Dagobah, let's get a Yoda backpack in there. The sudden urge to dance at a wedding. All right. Excellent. Thank you for that. Okay, guys, we have a Nick 2 with the correct vibro blade or staff or whatever. Good figure, good paint. Slight thing on the nose there. All right, just be aware of it. From a distance, it's a great figure. Just as that, it's got a little bit of that up close. I want to be full disclosure. Where are we? 71. Yeah, guys, we were about. We're ready for our next giveaway. So let me go to here. Good grab on that one. All right. We have a Wampa, guys. It's got some wear, but overall, it's in pretty good shape. A little bit of discolor. Okay, it's if you look at the fingernails, looks like it's seeing things, man. But it's got the right thing working there, right? So this one will run starting at $1. And as far as the number 72, that's $1 for the Wampa. Oh, you know what? The giveaway is for one of these. This is the giveaway. It's the Doorables Squish Squadron. It's a little mini toy thing, and I think you kind of roll it, and like little things pop out, and there's like little creatures in it. It's kind of cool. So that's the giveaway. Thank you very much, Wooksta83. Thank you for that to purchase. We got an Empire Strikes Back Kenner catalog. I do not think it is complete. Okay, or maybe it is. Hold on, let me go through it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Posable large action figures. Weapon. Actually, it is complete. Okay, that's interesting that most of this, a lot of this is Star Wars. You got the basically that first run where you have just a few items. Didn't have the AT-AT yet, so we'll run that for $1. And why don't I pick the winner for the Doorables little sandcrawler? And the winner is number 3 Gibby. Bob K70. Bob K70. All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for following. Congrats on the win. I'll get that sent out to you shortly. All right, Cleve. Excellent. This is number 73. Okay, that is all yours. All right. I'm going to put these over here for the fourth one. Okay. Another set of card backs. This is the Return of the Jedi. You can see I'm not going to spread them all out. There's like a freaking huge amount of them. These are all of the new Jedi releases, but I also include in the auction all of the Empire repacks and all of the Star Wars repacks. So there are roughly 70-something cards in there. Okay. And because of the weight of this, we're going to call this a medium because they are all laminated, so that picks up a little more weight. But we will start it at $1. Hey, Bob! Congrats on that. I'm glad your first giveaway win was here. Welcome to the show. You'll find we are a fun community of like-minded Star Wars collectors and lovers of Star Wars. I do have an unboxing show on YouTube, Darth Tuba Star Wars Unboxing Show. I love you to subscribe. I'll be giving you a shout out even if you make no purchases today because you won one of the giveaways. So be sure to check that out. I pretty much make the video over the weekend. All right. Thank you for your purchase, Rod. I make the video over the weekend, and I try to get it out on Monday. So, what do we say? We run another pew pew. I do, in fact, Charlie, Iowa. I do create those cards, and I'll be running a Power of the Force set shortly, and then Droids and Ewoks, and then a Tri-Logo set, and then I'm going to run at the end of the night. I run the whole set of every single one of them. Okay, it's another blue black. Ooh, get back to small. I appreciate that, Charlie. Thank you. A lot of people, when I first made them, I have to say, I always like to give credit where credit is due. I was watching a show, The Collectible, and they were running kind of like a wheel-based, game-based thing, and they were giving out figures and custom ones. Like they weren't the original; they were just custom ones, and they were nice. But I kind of would prefer. I said, well, I wonder if I could just do this, but make just a regular, like take a full-out mini version of the original card backs. And so I started working on that. Hey, Traxxas, thank you for that. I started working on that, and then was able to create them. And when I started, but my idea was to put them in with the clamshells, like with say this figure here that I'm going to run right now, which is the Greedo, and this Greedo does include its blaster, the correct blaster. Greedo shoots first. It's a good figure, good blaster. And I just thought the presentation is nice. You can hang it up on the wall. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Florida Man, because I'll be packing up tonight, so I'll be wanting to watch The Collectible. Unfortunately, sometimes he runs really late because he's West Coast, and I'm like, oh my God. So I'll blow some of the money I made tonight on that, on some of his stuff. Anyway, yeah, but I always like to give him credit because I saw him do the idea. He was making, so I just made mini versions of them. And I was just going to put them in these card backs. And then people were asking me, can you run a set? And it's like, I did. And people were, as you can see, they bid up for the set, like Mike Lilly just did. Thanks, Mike Lilly. So, anyway, that was the thing. All right, Star Wars Daddy might recognize this. I already have one of these Star Wars Daddy. So when I bought this on your show, I just wanted to run it on Whatnot because it's weird and different. But this is a Magic 8-Ball Yoda. Okay, now I will say it's a little hard to make out the thing. It's like there's like a die in there and you shake it up, but it's lost some of the water, so it's a little hard to make out the words there. But you ask Yoda, and it says, let me try to see if I can read what this says. Something, I can't really read it. It says, the water's kind of black too, so. But what was cool about this was that this came out around the same time as the 12-inch figures like the Boba Fett, the IG-88. So this was kind of like released with that. So this is kind of like a 12-inch quote-unquote Yoda. So it's a cool piece. So it does have a little paint rub on his nose. I think people are rubbing his nose for luck. Okay, but it's a fun piece, and I have a nice one in my collection. So I'm gonna run this one here, and oh, we're not doing. There we go, and we'll start it at another. It's kind of a rare item. It's not something that was easily found back in the day. I mean, it's not as highly sought after now, but at the time, the people really went after it because it was hard to find. I remember trying to find this in toy shows back in the early '90s. It was crazy. So, Ultimate DJ's in the house. Paint marker he needs. Yeah, a little green paint. Fix that right up. The whole head there. And Ultimate DJ gets it. Ultimate. I don't know, but do you think this could fit up Yoda's? What you could, so you could put Yoda up Yoda's keister. Anywho. All right, let's run another accessory. How about a Squidward squid head blaster? Paint marker he needs. DJ just won. Ultimate just won that. Oops. Oh, wait. I'm gonna go back to this because it's small. The weight is smaller. There we go. I'm trying to be a little more accurate, like all Whatnot sellers are now doing, to be more accurate with the weight. 2, 3, 4. Mm-hmm. Pay no attention to that. Pay no attention to that information. If you want to know what that's all about, you need to go check out Ultimate DJ Show. Ultimate, are you running a show tonight? If you're running a show, I will try to get on there and raid you. All right, let's check this out here. All right. Okay. Me? Well, let's see. I've got about, what do I got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, about 20 more items. 20 or 20 minutes. So I would say I hope to wrap things up a little after 8. How about a Yoda robe, guys? Take a good look at it. Good look at the back. It's a nice clean robe. Any Venti Boba Fett blasters? I have another blue-black Imperial Fuse. I forget, is Boba Fett was which color? Black or gray? Okay. No, I don't think so. I have a blue-black coming up next. I still have a Land of the Jawas playset, which I'm going to save closer to the end, guys, just because I'm going to kind of clear the table a little bit here. If you can't that. All right, and how about 2 of these? We got 2 of those backpacks. Holes are good, so put them in with your, whoops. Wow, $3. Hey. Yeah. Good grab. All right, guys. Oh, wait, you know what? Let's get another. How about a complete... Dude, come on. You let yourself go. Come on, dude. Seriously, get the hood on. All right, we got a Rancor Keeper, but he does include the more elusive Rancor Keeper staff. Man, this guy, every time I knock him over, though, he just get in there and get on your hood. Come on, man. No one's going to respect you if you don't respect yourself. Come on. What do you think this is? All right. Starting at $1. How was Elvis? The show went great. The All Shook Up show went great, except for the fact that I lost my voice. and I'm still, it's been almost a week, and I'm still recovering. But that's all right. I've been there. It happens. It's okay. Heavens. Good grab on that. Thank you. All right, guys. We have an MTV7. No labels. Okay. Just the, but it does have the gun. It does do the, I always felt like, what purpose does that serve? They're coming. Hide. Stealth mode. I don't know. I love it. But we'll start this. Yeah, you know what? Oh, wait. Hold on. A little bit bigger. $1. To go under stuff. I love that. I don't know. I do. It's one of my favorite mini rigs. I gotta say. I just thought it was so fun. Wow. $3 mini rig. Mike Lilly, you are man. Yikes. All right. Need something to make me feel better. All right. I'm not feeling that bad. We got a really good Han Solo trench coat. Camo on the trench coat. We got the black Rebel Blaster that goes with him. Oh, that's cool, Rogue 74. I'd love to see some, maybe message me with some photos. I'd love to see what your custom mini rigs look like. That's awesome. What a cool idea. All right, guys. Complete clamshell, card back. Starting at $1. That Batman motorcycle sold for $3. I know, right? All right, Bronxstar. Still, your Han Solo was, that usually goes for more too, but that's okay. All right, gang. People come for the deals. I get it. Just bid up. Do me a favor. Bid up on the next cards. That makes up the difference. Turret and Probot. Just the turret. Got the lid. Got the little clicky sound. All right. Just a nice one to add to your dioramas. Okay. Thank you for that. All right. So another Death Star piece. This is the Death Star top. It looks like it's intact. It's got the two things here. Okay. Starting, we'll go back to this. Starting at $1. Stole it for $1. Get $1. All right. Here's another broken Death Star gunner. Death Star gun. All right, E5D collect. I think you might have gotten both of those. All right, we got another hookah, but out the pipe. But I'm also gonna throw in a junk. This is gonna be kind of a junk lot. I'm gonna throw in this, and I'm gonna throw in the broken Chewbacca bowcaster. All right, so three kind of broken pieces, but for $1. You're not the only one getting $1 deals there, Mike, but you're the only one getting things that are not broken. Auto just got all of that for $1. Good grab. You know what? When I can give these things to people who buy from me and do stuff like that, and then boss them on the show, I'm good with that. I'm totally good with that. Believe me, I would not do it if I didn't love doing it. All right, let's go with. Let's start getting some of our Max Rebo guys here. Here's a Droopy McCool figure. Okay. He's been. He needs to. He needs to probably go practice less and go to the gym more. TK Nichols. All right. Good for $6. All right. How about a size Snoodles to go with that? Still got the headpiece, got the skirt. I'm just about to run a loose boba. I have no Jengas, no modern today. Oh, thank you, Florida man. Okay, this is a kind of a loose limb boba. Got a little bit of paint scuff there on the chest, but Hong Kong, not a bad one. And I'll include a Empire Strikes Back. I think that's a custom one. All right, Otto, good grab on that. All right, and what do you say we run to finish off our first Max Rebo grouping with a, he's got the faded arms and and the legs and stuff, but he's not too bad. He's not that bright. My favorite character, and I'm not taking any other things. He survived not one but two explosions because he was not in that scene in Book of Boba Fett when they blew up that bar. He was not there. I'm going to run the rest of my accessories after this one, guys, and then we'll got a few more pieces. One, I still got a Jabba to run. Got a few more card backs to run. All right, Florida Man, good grab on that. All right, so speaking of card backs, this is the complete Power of the Force. Okay, this is the last 17. Okay, along with all the figures I've had coins. It's about 40 something of those. Thank you, Florida Man. You are awesome. You are awesome and So Cleve's like, I'm not letting this go. All right, Cleve, thank you for that. Okay, so let's get these accessories going here. We got an IG-88 rifle. Thank you, Cleve. Welcome back, Cloudy Sci-Fi. Like Scott. It looks like I'm trying to do a count here. Wow, Florida Man took it home for $1. Unbelievable. Okay, how about just another blue black? I'm trying to do a count of what we have left here, guys. I'm looking at 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I believe we have 16 items in one giveaway left. So. Thank you, Scott. All right, and this is blue one. I think that's similar to the ID-88. Let's do this. I just found something on the table. I was like, oh, should have run this with the other junk, but I'll run it. Maybe someone will want to vote on. I'm not sure. Thank you, Scotto. Got the reuse. Again, it's interesting how some one-off accessories are less popular than others, but we will start it at $1. Maybe someone will get this one for $1. Two, three, four. All right, Chris, good grab on that. All right, guys. I don't know. I just found this. It's a probe droid arm. Okay. I don't know if anybody has a need for one, but I'll just put it out there. It's $1. If you don't want it, I get it. It's intact. But Chris 947. I can always count on Chris when it comes to parts. He's the guy, man. He's the guy. He wants it. Seriously? How is this selling for $3 when the other item, the IG blaster, only sold for $1? All right, guys. 3 more accessories, and I got a couple more figures, and then a few more playset pieces. Okay, so stay tuned. Got some. Do I have the Rebo piano? Well, I'm about to run in a few minutes. I'm about to run a full, like a Rebo, Max Rebo, size noodles, and Droopy McCool, 3 figures. And Rebo does include a piano, although, full disclosure, it is missing a key. But it is a piano. Oh, no. Shoot. Thank you. Good look, guys. All right. A little bit of a bend, but it is a Tusken Raider gaffy stick. Good grab. Thank you for that. That's interesting. Oh my god, let me just do. I just noticed something. Let me do a rethink. Let me just do a refresh on my screen here. Because I just realized that. Yeah, okay. I just noticed that my. Alright. Something was frozen on my screen. I was like, what the heck, man? What's going on here? Alright, guys. Another blue blaster. Leia. Okay. Take a look at it. I'm running one more cloud car in a few minutes. I'm running the complete cloud car. I ran the incomplete one, which somebody got for a steal. Now I'm running the complete with the canopy one shortly. Now I'm running the Leia blue, elusive blue blaster. Keep going. Keep going. All right, Cleve. Thank you. All right, that's it for my accessories. So let's throw together a three for here. We got another size noodles. We got another droopy. This guy's got a little bit of the bent leg there. Okay, and we've got a Max Rebo and a piano, but it is missing one key. You can check Toy Polloy. He has a good method of fixing. All right, I'm going to switch this around so Sai has the piano to lean on. Because, she's a lounge singer. She needs to lean on the piano. As someone who's accompanied quite a few lounge singers in my day, they do have to lean on the piano. It's a thing. Starting this 3-pack for $1. We've got about, and we're past 100, but we will run the final giveaway towards the end, guys. We're almost done, guys. We got about 1, 2, 3, 4 more, 5, 6 items on that table. 7, 8, 9, 10, about 11, 12 items left. Queen City Crystals wants it, but so does CK. But so does Queen City. Oh, who's going to get it? Who's getting it? Who's going home with the band? All right, Queen City takes it. All right, good grab on that one. Thank you for that purchase. All right, awesome. Hey guys, moving things on. We do have a die-cast Star Destroyer. It does not have the vehicle in it, but it is a pretty decent one. The color is pretty good on that plastic. Okay, it's got a little bit of wear. No, that's right. That's his 27. This is number 6. That's what it is. Yeah. $5, man. Not bad. Not bad at all. Thank you for that purchase. All right, guys, we got a couple more figures here. We got a complete Bosk with his blaster his rifle apparently was on his shoulder. It's a good, decent figure. Comes with a Tri-Logo mini car back. Yeah, I'm still fighting that cough a little bit. Vintage, yes, it is. This is not a repro or retro. I'll be running a modern show, guys, on Sunday at 2. Got a nice snaggletooth with the correct blaster. in a Star Wars card and clamshell. Emil, you unlocked bronze. Check out the cron at the top. Make sure you check out some coupons and discounts. Bid on the blaster, folks. Bid on the blaster, not on the figure. You get a bid on the blaster, you get the free figure. Excuse me. Good grab, Florida man. That's awesome. All right, guys. This is something if you've been on my show. Actually, let me do these first. These are droids and Ewoks card backs. There's about 12 droids, or I'm sorry, Ewoks, and about 20 of the droids, Ewoks, droids cartoon card backs, including some of the ones that weren't released. We'll start those at $1. Oh, why is this now 30 seconds? What happened there? That was weird. That's weird. I'll fix that. Maybe. Hey. Oh, you know what it was? I refreshed my screen. That's why. Damn. Thank God I didn't do 3-minute ones. Yikes. Rep Florida man. There you go. Thank you for that. Okay. I don't know if we have any interest in this, guys. We have the Empire Strikes Back novelization. Came in a lot of items that I purchased. But we'll start it at $1. If anybody wants to use it, you can use it as a giveaway. All right, so change this to 20 seconds with 7-second starts. Thank you. Yikes. I get it for $1. A book for $1. There you go, Otto. Thank you. All right. Let's see. We got a land speeder here, guys. It's missing its seats. It's missing its glass thing there, but it does have the correct working spring loading action, and it does have the sticker in here. And there are stickers here, although they are kind of coming off. So definitely more of a big beater thing here. So I'm going to run it as a medium because of its size. And I'm going to start it at $1. Four more things in here. I was to say, I'm a huge fan of John Williams' Obi-Wan theme. That was beautiful. All right, Bronx Star. Good grab on that one. Okay, guys, we have another set of those. The Imperial Attack Base kind of bridge there, ice bridge. 20 seconds, 7. Do some diorama building with those. All right, Tony. Thank you for that. We have another vehicle maintenance energizer, just the piece itself. I'll just run that for $1 as a small. It's not too heavy. Probably should have. Thank you for that. Another micro collection Wampa cave, just the cave itself. All right, no figures to go with it. $2, Florida man, good grab. Okay, gang, we have another piece here. This is a start. I'm going to start. Well, you know what? I'll run this. This is one of those white versions of the Land of the Jawa bases. Okay, it does have the working thing here. Okay, so it is complete in that sense. Let me use it this way. We'll run this again for $1. All right, Chris. Thank you for that purchase. All right, last figure of the night, guys. Well, last figure. Is it the last figure? I think so, yeah. We have a last 17. Han in carbonite without the carbonite. Excellent figure. Okay, tight limbs, including the tri-logo card back and the clamshell for safe travels. We are starting this at $1. I cannot believe I'm doing this. Please don't make me regret starting a last 17 figure for $1. Begging. Thank you, Dracos. All right. Give me a moment on this one, guys. That is a Jabba throne. This is a Jabba. I'm not gonna snap it in, but that's the little side leaning piece. That is the hookah and the pipe. As I said, I just don't want to snap it in hard. Okay, so I'm gonna because I can ship it. And there's Jabba. A complete Jabba playset. Every aspect of it. Good grab on that one, Queen City. Good grab. Thank you. All right. Another. These are the Tri-Logo Return of the Jedi Tri-Logo set. The entire collection of them, and including in that is about 78 cards here. But in the back, I have also included 4 Uze Turkish ones. Okay. And what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm also going to start the final giveaway. I'll set that up now in a second. The giveaway is actually going to be a complete Dengar figure with his accessory. And I'm going to throw in a little Chewbacca little bobblehead. So that's their giveaway. The final giveaway, which I'll probably let that run out or come close to running out. Thank you, Scott. Okay. We're wrapping things up, guys. We are wrapping things up. But we got one or two other items here. Make sure I don't forget. We got an ATST, mostly complete. Okay, just missing that top gun, but it's got the canopy, both parts of that. It's got the left gun, the right gun, the center gun. It's got the chest piece. It does, in fact, do the waka 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 waka. Okay, so the loose Jar Jar. Here's the deal. I do not have another one. I only have the one from my personal collection. I thought I had a carded one and a loose one. I was going to run the loose one, but I'm sorry to tell you that I don't have it. But I will try to find one. If I can find a second loose one to put in my collection, I'll run mine. But I don't have one yet. So, all right. We're going to run this at $5, guys. Actually, I'm gonna, now that I've let this run a minute, let me give the giveaway for these. I know, Mike. I appreciate it. I'll get you. I'll get that. I'll be on my look for that. All right. Let's draw the winner for the Dengar and little Chewy. Give number 4. Mike Lil, you actually won both the giveaway and you won the auction. So yay. I think I'm just going to put these all together since I know you won both, right? You won the auction? Yep. Yes, you did. Congrats on both of those. Yay! All right. I'm really glad that happened. All right, guys. Second to last item. Okay. Full disclosure, this is not by any means a mint thing. Oh, actually, third to last item. I did find another set of these tour stickers. If anybody's interested in these, I know like there was a big interest in these last time. We have all these different tour stickers. Okay, they're like the thing you put on your luggage, including 4 national park versions, all Star Wars thematic. So I'm going to run that for $1. So, well, I try to find, like, through Facebook Marketplace and things, I'm trying to find people's collections that they're trying to unload in a lot, and then I try to sell them off here. I don't do much, Mike, with the bigger sizes just because they are simply too expensive to ship. But the medium-sized ones I can do. Thanks, Mike. Really? All right. 107? All right. Let's get the... All right. Now, someone was asking, we got a cloud car, right? So let's get the cloud car up here. Okay, this is unlike the last one. This one is a more complete vehicle here. Let me back this up. Okay, we got the landing gear locks in better. Okay, there you go. It does have both canopies. This one includes a modern Luke, kind of a snow speeder Luke, just because that's how I got it. So I said, I'll include it in there. All right. Starting at $1. Or sorry, we're going to start at $5. It's a little bit bigger. Okay. Ooh, Queen City, man. Jumping in. And she gets it. Thank you, Queen City. All right, guys. So, full disclosure, this is not by any means a mint item. We got a Land of the Jawas, very beat up box. Spread this out a bit. All right, we got a very beat up box. It's missing the front. Okay, but it does have one fairly good displayable side. We got the base. Again, it does have the snapping feature that works. We do. We have the. If I can get it to open in my bag here. Okay, we have the two cardboard flaps. Okay, that you would put here. Okay, we have the two pieces that go into to do the slide. The little elevator. And we've got the two other pieces that you put together to do that, to make the elevator work. I'm not going to say it's complete, but it's all right. And then we have these two pieces as well. Okay. Now, as far as the base, the background, it's here, but it's been stored folded, and that's also be how I ship it. Okay, and I would say that it's going to need some reinforcement to put it together. I'm just going to say you're not bidding on a new item. All right, and I was going to separate it, but then I opted against that. And this is the escape pod. Okay, so that is the full Land of the Jawas playset. Okay, I'm most likely going to break down. Well, I probably won't break down the box. I'll probably pack it in the box tighter, and then pack around the box because I think I can get that into a smaller box. Okay, so we'll start it at $5. This is L6. I believe all the cardboard parts are there, guys. I think we have the front piece, the back piece, this, and then the two in the bottom. So yeah, I do believe they're all there. But you were bidding on what you saw. Thank you for Scott. All right, let me just make sure I get these little pieces put away before I lose them. I don't want to do that. And I'll actually put the cardboard small pieces in there. Thank you for that purchase. These cardboard sets. I mean, they're nostalgic, man. I love them. I love them from a nostalgic standpoint, but they do not last. They are hard to do unless you have kept it completely pristine. It is hard to keep them, you know. And it actually will ship better in the box and safer in the box, I think. All right. And my last one for the night is what I always do for the last one for the night is the complete set of the mini car back. So we've got the Star Wars, we got the 2 Empire with the Star Wars repack, we got the 3 Jedi, and then Jedi Star Wars and Jedi Empire repacks. We got the Power of the Force full set. We got the 2 the droids and Ewoks, and we got the Tri-Logo. Guys, there's like 250 cards here, so please bid accordingly. I'm actually, because of the weight, I'm gonna run it as a large item. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, CRISPR. I very much appreciate it. All right, guys. Listen, you were awesome as always. It was a fun show. I had a little more organized. It was a little more organized this time for me, so that made it easier. So I'm gonna get packing on this. It'll all go out tomorrow morning early at 8 a.m. to the post office. So you should receive a scan notification sometimes around there. And then there will be a modern show. Will I have any retro collection? Only I think I have another Acolyte retro. I don't think I have any more Star Wars New Hope retro. Okay, so I think that's all I got going. Well, here, you know what? Let me run over to this to show you what I'm planning on running on Sunday. All right, we got some Power of the Force, some Episode 1. We got a lot, we got some Mando items. I'm going to try to hold some of my Mando items for one more week. We got a couple of those. Yeah, we got a couple of retro, so I might try to get those going. But Acolyte is what I have a few more of. And there's some stuff in that bin underneath there. And actually, a big box just came today. I might be running those as well. Okay, so that's what I got going on for... Oh, and to Mike Lilly. There's my personal Jar Jar. These are my retro figures, or obviously that's not a real Vlix. That's a repro Vlix, and these are some I guess last 17 figures, but Jar Jar is part of that little area. All right, guys, thank you so much. We're gonna do a raid. I don't know if DJ's still got his thing going, but if he's running, I'll raid DJ. You're awesome, man. Thank you so much, Mike. I appreciate it. Thank you to all of you. You guys are awesome. I love this community. Okay, whoever the winner is, you will get your Darth Tuba trophy, unless you've already gotten one. If you're a 2-time winner, then I'm hoping that by very soon I will have a set of magnets that my daughter designed that I will get to you. Thanks, Otto. Appreciate it. Keep rocking. You keep rocking too, Queen City. All right, you guys are awesome. Let's do a raid. We'll see you Sunday if you want for Modern. Sunday 2 o'clock, and then I'm playing next Friday at 6 for another vintage. All right. So we will see you then. Let's raid. Who am I gonna raid? Yes, Ultimate DJ. Let's raid DJ. Go, guys. Stick with DJ, man. He's awesome. All right, he has a lot of fun. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go hang out with DJ.